Hi, Patrick here, Half Cheetah Will View. And it's Tuesday. And if it's Tuesday, that could be only one thing. It can only mean that it is Library Day, and it is. And after coming in after three very strong weeks, I fully expected us headed into a Christmas season to slowly go desert. The library is not going to be accepting any donations for a whole week from the 20th to the 26th. The time when the library opens is also going to be changed for during the holiday season. So I'm going to try to do my best to keep going. As long as they have movies there, then I'm going to be there seeing what they got. Uh, so we'll get going. We only have two Blu-rays. Uh, One, we got the extended version cut of The Patriot. Now, I do believe I have this at the normal movie length, but I did not know it had a special. I didn't know it was the extended cut, the Snyder cut. I didn't know it had a Snyder cut to it. So I watched this movie when it came out. Me and Lorianne both thought when it came out, it's a pretty damn sad movie if you ask me. Mel Gibson and Jason Isaacs playing on the opposite side of the fence, not being nice boys. Of course, this also featured Heath Ledger in his breakout role. He played Mel Gibson's son, and Chris Cooper who played George Washington, and he also had a very prominent part in it. This is about the Revolutionary War, the War of 1776. So I know it's an old movie. It's an old movie, and people probably have it in their collections. I see it all the time, but I did not know it had an extended version, so I picked it up. Next up is I'm very excited to get this. It's been quite a while since we've had some serious horror, and I'm like, well, come on now, you got to deliver. You got to give me something here. So the library did deliver finally, and I was glad to get this movie because while I hate the first one is one of the most stupidest films I've ever seen. Don't get me going. Don't fire me up. But I've heard that the second and the third ones were just so much better than the first ones. Now, normally in a franchise, it's always the other way around, right? They always start off with the best one first and then work their way down. Where in this series, it's actually gone reversed. Started out with the worst one and has gotten better for each episode. I'm not sure if it's going to come back. I think it should. From what I understand, it did very, very well at the box office. And that is A Quiet Place, Day One. And of course, as many of you guys know, and I got to show it, as many of you know, yes, there is a kitty on here. There's a cat. So he's probably the star of the movie. Um, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I heard really good things about Day One. Oh, this is the first movie. Oh man. All right. Speaking of special features and stuff like that, I got the special edition on DVD. I got the special edition of Dogma, which I was very happy about. I hear this is pretty rare. I know that Kevin Smith is going to be releasing it on 4K, which is really great. It's really great, but not all of us can go out there and spend $40 on the 4K. So getting this with tons of special features on here, which would be interesting to see if they do that for the new one, which I hope they do. Kevin Smith is generally a filmmaker that likes to do commentary, so you'll probably get this plus whatever new that he's done. He'll probably come talk to you about that on the new edition. But for me, this is my edition right here, and I'm really happy to have found it. This tickles me. I heard, like I said, I had heard that this has been very hard to find. So there you go. You never know what you find at the library. One thing too, people did this week was they dropped off a lot of music Blu-rays or DVDs, and I gotta tell you, I went a little fishing. I wanted to check it out, so we checked out a little bit Essential Clash. We went with Alice in Chains Unplugged, one of Lane Staley's last performances. We did Alice to Change the music videos. Super happy to find these. I don't find music videos like this very often. It's very rare. And when I do put them up. I have put them up. So you can rest assured that coming on Dollar Theater Voters Edition, you will be voting on some music soon. We did it once with the Dixie Chicks and had a nice reception to that. So, let's see. Okay. And we have Metallica. Metallica's badass. What can I say? And yes, it does have Sandman here. So the theme song to Mariano Rivera coming out and crushing the hopes of another baseball team, his song is on here. All right. Our good friend Mark, who is floating at the waiting for us at the library, and he also is a cinephile. And he spotted this, and he asked if I was interested in it. And that was a audition of Mystery Science Theater 3000, which I did. Now, there was two of them there. There were two of them there. But while this one was in pristine shape, the other one was not good in shape at all. I left that one behind. It was in pretty bad shape. So this is basically four movies. And, of course, it gets the Mystery Science 3000 treatment. And it's going to be a lot of fun to watch. Good shape too. All right. Next up, which I had not even heard about this, and you would think that someone like myself who loves Scoob, excuse me for a second. Someone who loves Scooby-Doo as much as I do would have heard about this, but I did not. But I did pick it up, and that is a live version of how Scooby and the gang got together. Now they did this already with Scooby and Shaggy, how those two got together. They did a film with that, and that was actually really strong. Animation was outstanding. But this is a live version, and I'm looking at the people in the film, and I have no idea who they are. Robbie Amell. Okay, that's Stephen Amell's brother from Arrow. So I had no idea they made another live action film for Scooby. So I guess you know what's coming up soon, right? But none of the voices, I don't think none of the voices were in this. I'm looking to see if Frank Welker is in here, and I don't see Frank Welker in here. So this is going to be a really strange first, in the fact that there will be no Frank Welker as Scooby in this movie. I don't know about that. That generally doesn't bode very well, especially when nobody else is showing up either. All right, we got a couple of TV series to talk about, including one which is our centerpiece. The first thing that we got is the last season of The Crown. Now I think I have 3 of the 5 or 6 seasons that this ran. I have 2 or 3 of the seasons, and so super happy to get this. This is generally very hard for me to get. These are generally still on the shelves for $30 bucks, $35 bucks. So finding these for basically a quarter or for $1, actually take it back. This actually is 50 cents, right? Let's see. This one was 75 cents. So I picked this up for 75 cents. So that was The Crown. It's about Princess Diana during that time and what happens after her passing away, and moving the British crown forward. And the centerpiece that I got, which I was really stoked on, didn't expect to find it here. So glad that I did, because it's one of those things I really wanted to get. I have not got season 1 yet. Christmas is coming. I have not gotten season 1 yet, but I did find season 2. Super stoked to get it. I was just talking with somebody else about this character and death the other day, and that is season 2 of Reacher. So super stoked about that. Of course, this is Alan Ritchson. who plays Jack Reacher, who is the character of Lee Child. Lee Child created him, and this is truly Jack Reacher. That's a really good picture right here, showing how big he really is. Like I said before, I was telling my friend, I love Tom Cruise. I think he's a hell of an actor, but he's not. It's not Reacher. He's just not. You can't. You can become a great actor, but you can't overcome the physicalness of the character. The character is 6'5", 255, 250, 255. And Alan Ritchson is very close to that. I think he's like 6'3", 240. So he looks very much closer to Reacher of the books than of not. And I know I was actually with Reacher. They're doing the books for every season. It's one of the books. And I was a little surprised they did this one, because they did the first one first, the origin story, where he investigated the death of his brother Joe. But then they did this right here is based on Trouble and Bad Luck. And this is like the 7th or 8th book in the series, not the second. And they had to fluff it out just a little bit. But this is based on that novel right there. And that novel is a badass book. That's one of his best. I can see why they did it as the second one. I mean, if you were having any sort of questions about who Reacher was, this one will take it all the way. And because this series went really, really well, they're going to bring back Negley. Let's see if she's not here. Negley, who's a great character, a great supporting character. She's going to get her own spin-off series, which will be badass, because she hates to be touched. It's going to be very interesting to see how many guys are going to walk up there and put that hand on her shoulder, only to be coming back with a broken hand. So this is going to be a lot of fun. I'm really glad I was able to get this. Thank you, Library. All right. So good haul this week too, boys and girls. We're on a roll. This is our 4th straight week, and we are having outstanding times. I fully don't expect that to happen. They'll keep going, though. I'm honest. I'll be honest with you. I do believe it's going to dry up here real soon. But, hey, until it does, we'll keep going down there every Tuesday and see what we can find. All right. I've been seeing everybody talk about their hauls from everywhere. And just to let you know that my haul total here was $575. So all you guys out there hitting those boutique labels, please continue to do so. Leaves a lot of this stuff here for us. All right. We will talk at you soon. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. Leave a comment down below. We will stay in touch by you coming over and watching a video and then dropping a comment down below. Let us know which movie you think that we did the best with. Which movie did we not do so good with? I mean, not all these are going to be winners. We know that. We know that. But I think I have a pretty damn good eye, and I think pretty much I'm happy with everything that I've pulled from the library so far. All right, that's it for now. We'll talk at you soon. We'll talk to you guys next week. Thanks for watching, and peace.